Just do it with Miami. The pressure, he's in trouble. Loses the football. Touchdown! Got it! You have got to be kidding me. Jalen Waddle. It's a Dolphin touchdown. Throwing deep upfield on the near side. Man open. Touchdown! Looking deep. He's got a man. Touchdown! The run from Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown! He's going deep. He's got it for a touchdown again. Beautiful day to be a Dolphin fan. Let's go!
What is good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason, and we are back here for another one as we officially kick off the post-game show here, the final fifth quarter post-game show of the season. Hey, man, it's a tough loss. I get it, but we didn't even expect to be in it. We were. They put up a hell of a fight. You know, and listen, I'm excited for what this team could potentially do next year. You know, we went in to this game with a lot of stuff working against us, quite frankly. And so, you know, I know it's a tough loss because of how the defense played and how the game flow played out. A lot of us had our hopes out that, hey, maybe, you know, we believe for real that we could pull this out, and, you know, we had a chance to pull it out. End of the day, though, we didn't. And you got to look at the bright side, man. You know, if we had our guys all there, we got our guys healthy, I'm telling you this right now, we pull that one out. I don't have any doubt in my mind that we pull that one out. You know, the effort was unbelievable, especially from the defense. Boyer did his damn thing. The defense itself did its damn thing, and I got to give it props, man, for TCB taking care of business. You know, the 34 points at the end of the day will look bad, but, you know, we wouldn't have had 31 if it wasn't for that defense, quite frankly. Let's be real with ourselves. So, you know, tough loss. I get it, but this team has a lot to look forward to heading into the postseason. You know, McDaniel's got to get better with clock management, with getting the play in time. You know, hopefully Skylar learns from this, and Skylar can build and develop through the offseason. He got a lot of meaningful reps. A tough loss, man. I get it, and it stings because we were so close, but we weren't supposed to be that close. We weren't supposed to be that close. And I'm telling you, if Tua was there today, we win that game by 10, at least. We win that game by double digits if Tua plays today. We really do. And I know that, you know, that doesn't make it any better because everyone's going to say, well, he didn't play and availability is the best play, and you're not wrong. But you got to think, what does that tell you? This team has a starting quarterback out there. We win that, and you got to give props. You got to give props to those players left everything on the field today. Everything on the field today. They left everything on the field today. They got nothing to be ashamed of. Played their ass off, and they just didn't get it done. And listen, they tasted the playoffs. A lot of the core of this team tasted the playoffs for the first time. And yes, they do win by double digits. There are a ton of reads Skylar missed that Tua makes. So, you know, listen, they'll be back. And if they showed me anything with Tua Tagovailoa, if that man can stay healthy, this team can make a deep playoff run. We would have won this game today. And we'd be walking into Kansas City next week. And we do have the cap space. If you move Byron Jones, if you move Ogba, if you restructure Chubb and Hill after they resign, you can create up to over $65 million with a cap. As far as the draft picks are concerned, sure, we don't have a first-round pick, but we have 3 picks in the first 3 rounds still. You better be able to get 2 or 3 starters out of those picks. Next year, I said it. Listen, I agree with what Josh said. We have closed the gap with Buffalo. Despite his flaws, McDaniels are coaching. What did I say in the offseason? This offseason, I said last offseason is about making the playoffs and possibly winning a playoff game. We came 4 points away from winning a game today without our starting quarterback. And I said next year will be the year where we make the run for the AFC Championship. And we're right on schedule, baby. Get this O-line fixed. Get the linebacking core rebuilt. Fix the secondary. And we're rolling. McDaniel made me so mad this game, losing because of bad coach. We didn't just lose because of bad coaching, though. We lost drops early in the game. Missed reads and missed throws by Skyler. Skyler had Tyreek wide open, streaking for a touchdown in the 4th quarter there and didn't even make the read. Multiple factors cost us today, not just one. There were multiple contributing factors. That's what it is. There were multiple, Gesicki had a drop for a first down. There were multiple contributing factors as to why we did not win today. So I don't know what else to say, man. There's just so many different factors as to why we didn't get it done, man. And it sucks, but it happened. It sucks, but it happened. All right, I'm going to drop the link for y'all to come up here. Give y'all the chance to come up here, vent, say what's on your mind. Tough loss, man. Tough loss. But I find it amazing that everyone's going from blaming everyone as to why I didn't win when before the game all of y'all thought we didn't have a chance. Oh, man. The fact that we had a chance, that should speak volumes enough. That should speak volumes enough, the fact that we were in a position to win that game. My God. I want y'all to think about this. Under Brian Flores, we couldn't beat the Buffalo Bills for 3 years. Okay? 3 years we couldn't beat the Bills. We beat them at home this season. We lost by 3 on the road later in the season. And then we lost by 3 on the road in the playoffs, putting up over 31 points. We went 1-2 against the Bills this year, and our losing differential was you're losing by 3 points. That would have never happened under the last regime. Ridiculous. Rhino.
Buddy.
What's going on? King, Darth, Russell, Robert, Bruce, Pyro, Michael. Ball game. What's going on?
Logan, ball game.
Dude, I am ecstatic.
What's up?
Bro, I'm actually, you know what? I'm confused because I've never been this so satisfied with a loss.
Right?
Like, that's it. I am ecstatic. It was amazing to see them play that well.
I'm mad. Yeah, every season we get to the playoffs and we always get blown out. So for me,
let me explain this real quick.
All right.
We know, Pyro. We know why you're pissed off.
No. It's not that.
It's you in the damn hole.
When the Bills on that last play, when you stopped them, that blatant miss holding call on Andrew Van Ginkel. I mean, that chokehold. The ref didn't see that. Really?
There was holds on both sides of the ball that didn't get called today that way.
But that was egregious, man. I mean, come on. You didn't see that? Come on.
So, for me, at this point, Of what we've been doing and what we've seen and what we discussed in great detail throughout this season, I actually walk away from. I got up, moved away from my TV, feeling pretty good about the future of this team.
Yeah.
I think across the board, everything that revolves around football happens first and foremost with gaining experience, and the more experience you have, the better things seem to pan out for you as you progress in football. And I watched the team today that, with very limited playoff experience, make a lot of rookie and young team mistakes. But I saw them go toe to toe with arguably the team that everybody believes is going to ultimately win it all on the AFC side and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl.
Bullshit.
And that tells me two things. One, Buffalo knows for certain, because they were shook numerous times in that game, that this Dolphin team is not the team of old. And two, this team is going to be that much more ready to get back to this place next year and finish this. You only lost by 4 points to a team that they had you 13.5-point underdogs. So that's huge for me. There's a lot of things they need to do. Obviously, there's a laundry list of things that they can improve upon, but I think the biggest thing is to get Mike someone that can
offensive coordinator,
assist
somebody.
him. Yeah, someone that can assist him, because we down the stretch, the mismanagement of the timeouts and things of that nature.
Yeah,
That ultimately that killed us
Can I
quite a
address
bit.
that ball game? Can I address that real quick?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I heard him in an interview a couple of times talk about it, and it will get better, in my opinion, the second to third year. The problem is the verbiage, as you know, is very long. And the longer you play in the system, the easier it'll be to get it out, right? So, because the choice is either to do what you're saying, get someone to call the plays rather than him, or to shorten the playbook, the call-outs. Because, it's a big, long string.
Well, you know what he did right there on that 4th and 1 delay game? He changed the package with 8 seconds left. He changed the personnel package, and that's what's cost us.
Wow.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah, he's a rookie coach, man. That's the problem. It comes with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I view it. And his play calling this year, yes, he had some bumbles, it seemed like, but overall, it was refreshing to watch Dolphins games for the first time in a long time. I have no desire to move off McDaniel. None.
Agreed.
Skynet has been terminated.
Well,
That
like
narrative's still
Skynet
gonna
in
be
the
there
movies,
too,
they
'cause-
always come back. So we'll get
What
to
do we
see.
do? What do we do?
I can't
Yeah,
believe they
but
took
with a
away
different
my
model,
Justin-
though.
They took away my Justin Jefferson touchdown, man.
Oh, yeah.
He'll score again.
Well,
That's
that
the
was my
parlay
fourth
you
part.
had?
I had Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown scorer. I had Zay Jones. I had Dawson Knox. Then I have Justin Jefferson, so that would have been my fourth. And then I got T. Higgins and Tony Pollard. $10 pays $4,100. And that would have been 4 out of 6. I would have been interested to see what my cash out offering would have been before the Bengals game.
Wow.
What's all that noise?
Yo, Robert. Jesus
Sorry.
Lord.
Mute my mic.
I thought you at the office, bro. That's all that paper
Yeah.
going on, man.
He's being intercepted by Skynet.
We almost won that game, guys. I can't believe it.
Bro, I mean, listen.
Wow.
Dude, I'm going to tell you this. We were a starting quarterback away from beating them by double digits.
Hey, Rhino, I'm just telling you right now, I can't wait for the Bengals to slap them motherfuckers, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait for that shit. Enjoy this shit, Bills fans. Woo, boy.
Yo, I can't believe the Chargers lost. Wow.
Okay, so
Yeah,
so
that
what
game
you know what I
wild.
wanted more than
Philip
anything?
Rivers was a better arm. Thank you very much.
They
What's that
gave
ball
me
game?
more. They gave me pretty much everything I asked for. I asked for this team to effectively go out and fight.
I just wanted them to be competitive.
Guys, I have
just
to
don't lay
admit
down.
something. I have to admit something. I went to bed thinking that the Chargers won. I didn't
Dude, I
find
fell
it like
asleep.
an hour ago.
I fell
Everybody
asleep when it was
did.
I
27
did. I watched the whole game.
Bro,
No, I
Logan, I
didn't. I woke up and
wake
it
up.
was 1
I wake
point
up to a
lead.
bunch of text
Yeah,
messages, and Logan
me
was
too.
one of them. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Defense,
like,
man.
dude.
The Jacksonville
that game.
defensive coordinator needs
bro.
to freaking. I don't give a damn what they do. They need to make sure they give him
Secure
all
him.
the praise
They gotta
because
secure him, bro.
I love
3
saying this.
points.
If Dicker
Herbert,
the kicker,
man.
if
He's a
Dicker the
choker.
kicker would have made that 30-yarder,
Dicker the kicker.
yeah, his last name's Dicker. Their kicker's last name is Dicker.
Yeah, they call him
If
Dicker the
Dicker
kicker.
Yeah,
If Dicker the kicker made that chip
Oh
shot,
my
they win the
God.
game.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
That's
They
the
missed,
worst
a
Yeah.
field goal late in the
ever.
game. It's like
but
a
then
30-yarder.
still,
We missed it.
you're right. You're right. But that
Dicker
down
the
Jacksonville
kicker.
defense held them to 3 yards for two halves.
best part of
two
it?
whole
Oh, no.
quarters.
The best part of it, bro.
Really?
The best part of it. The best part of it
They were
is
27. Go ahead.
is Herbert. Yo, dude, they dropped him back 75% of the time on offensive plays.
Whoa.
After they were up 27-0. So what does that tell you? They were averaging under 3 yards per carry. So what does that
Wow.
tell you? Staley was like, okay, I can't trust the run game to steal it. I got to trust Herbert in the passing game, which, as we know,
And he couldn't do it.
Herbert throws out
Couldn't
of
do
all
it.
quarterbacks in the NFL. He throws at or behind the line of scrimmage more than anyone. So it's an extension of the run game, and they just couldn't finish it off.
Yeah, but he's got a gun. Reason he's got a gun. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no
Yeah,
point.
like-
Listen,
Yeah.
Hey.
I literally
The
just
balls
watched
on
it
6
happen.
foot.
It was
The
so
balls
funny
on
watching
Trevor
him kick.
Lawrence to not let 4 interceptions phase him. Holy
He
jeez.
has
And
that
he had a
total
fumble
mentality.
Well,
too, man.
hey,
He had
hey,
5
you know,
turnovers. He had a
here's
fumble.
the crazy part though. He had a game when he was a sophomore, right, playing on varsity in high school, and he threw 5 picks in a game, and they still won. They still won by 2
Trevor?
touchdowns. So
Yeah,
never-
yeah, I
Trevor-
remember that.
Yeah, because he never lost
this
a
is-
football game until he got to the
Yeah.
NFL.
So that was nothing new to him, right? That whole thing,
Or
even though in
like
the
year 2
NFL,
or year 3 in Clemson.
he's been there before, so he knows how to deal with
Shake it off.
that and get himself out of that. So, but you saw,
he-
yeah, that
The
defense,
one thing-
that Jaguars defense has to be commended, man. They shut.
Yeah,
everything down. Chargers
he didn't
in the
lose a
second half.
game till year 2 of Clemson when he lost in the national championship. That guy
Lost
went
in the
through all of
national
high
championship.
school. That guy
The
got
funny-
in almost 2 first years of college without a loss.
I would be
Youth
nervous-
ball too.
I would
I
be
have
nervous
Youth
with for you guys.
What'd you say,
ball.
Ballgame?
Youth ball too.
Yeah.
Youth ball.
I don't really count that though.
Listen, I'm mad the way I found out.
I shouldn't even be counting high school if you want to be serious.
How'd you
Well,
feel?
that's those are the areas though where you really find out if a kid's a dog or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but are we really going to count youth ball wins? I'm sorry.
No,
bro.
no,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
no, no,
not
no. I'm
counting
talking
that.
high school. I'm talking high school.
Well, that's what I said. You said youth ball after I said that.
Yeah, that's high school.
I only said youth ball because it had been years.
Mhm.
But either way,
High school,
right?
high school. The only reason I count high school is because there's other dogs that are going to play you, that are going to go to college and shit like that. Too.
Listen, not for nothing. I just found out the wrong
Hey,
way.
Mr. Ballgame, I have a question for you.
How'd you find out? Hold on. How'd you find out?
So,
Skynet told me.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Hey,
sorry.
all
I
right,
already found out.
okay, now that's enough.
so my question for you was, what changed?
Say that again. What's
Breaking
the
up,
question?
Is he breaking up?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Skynet.
Skynet. Yeah.
Yeah, ain't enough of that.
You hacked you.
Hatting him, bro. Damn.
He hacking and
Yeah,
slacking.
man. It's
Right.
Hey,
seen
hey,
it just-
reason. Is there any way? Is there any way I can get my take on the game real quick? Because I actually
Russell!
had to bounce. I can't
Russell!
get
Russell.
What's up,
Go.
everybody?
Go.
So
All yours, bro.
basically, my take is I stayed even killed through the whole game. I was already expecting us to lose, so I didn't let it bum me out, even though they made it competitive. I'm still, I'm a little different than everybody else. I'm really not looking at the moral victories. They still did not meet the expectations of this fan base. I know that they made it to the playoffs. Yes, that's great. But the thing is we haven't had a playoff win in 23 years. It's long overdue. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I mean, Skylar missed some stuff, had some drops. I mean, defense played pretty admirable considering, and I was not expecting the turnovers that we got in this game. But yeah, I mean, that's really where I'm at with it. I mean, I'm not high, I'm not low. I'm just kind of like, okay, let's move on to next season, I guess. And that's where I kind of stand with it.
Yeah.
Yo, Reason,
ready to
question. What do you think they're going to do with the
Ready
whole...
to get the next season.
Thanks for having me. I'm going to let somebody snatch my spot.
All right, buddy. Have a good
No,
one.
Russell stay. Russell
You too.
stay.
What do I think they're gonna do for
I gotta
what?
go pick up my daughter, fellas.
All right, man. Have a good night, brother. What do I think they're gonna what? Bruce? I think it was Bruce that asked that. I don't know. He's breaking up. Carlos says, "Please bring Vic Fangio."
Yep.
Listen, I ain't gonna blame the defense.
Someone.
Yeah, you
We
go
just
bring Vic Fangio if you want.
no, not today.
No, the
I can't blame
defense
the
isn't.
defense
The
today.
defense did well today, but I still don't want Boyer back.
Still fly Boyer.
I think under the circumstances,
No,
when you
no,
factor
no,
in
no. Not
all
one
of the
game
people
is
that
gonna
we,
change that.
all the players that we went, when you factor in all of the players that we went into this game with that we didn't have, I mean it's a testament to the guys that showed up and played, right? I mean, they don't have no choice, right? You can't. They don't get to sit and cry about, well, no Jones and no Needham, you know what I'm saying, or no Agba. They don't get to complain about that. They just got to go out there and perform. I do think they need to tweak this. I do think they need to tweak the scheme though to better maximize the players that we have. I mean, it's gonna be hard to try to. Well, it ain't gonna be hard to retool everything, but you know what I'm saying, a change of the scheme a bit could maximize guys' natural abilities a little bit better. But you know, we'll see what happens. I just don't think that Boy is the guy to lead the group though, long term.
There you go, Ball. And that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
I've just seen Boyer make too many suspect calls this year. Like, he played a hell of a game the last couple of games, but
I just don't think you can be. I don't think you can be 3rd and 17, 3rd and 18, and be playing prevent, and giving up. Yeah, you can't do that, and because that says a lot about the lack of aggressiveness in the points where you know you got a team backed up and they gotta make a play, and then you play soft coverage behind and give it up. That happens just way too many times. You know, and the fact when Tua got taken from us, if anything was supposed to happen, the defense was supposed to rally up a little bit better. And some of those games that got away from us, and they just, you know, both sides of the ball can't be over there floundering. And we lost a lot of games. It's crazy because if you think about it, Tua won 8 games, and we only won 1 more game without him. And when you put that into context, something's got to change across the board. The defense should win you at least 2 games a year, just off of takeaways. We had the least amount, and then you turn around and they get 3 picks? They get 3 turnovers in this one, 4.
It was 2.
Yeah, at least 2 INTs. The pick, the strip that got for the touchdown. So that's 3. Yeah.
And plus another strip sack that we didn't recover.
You know, they're gonna have to restructure Cedric too, right? Cedric contract, because we only got 1 return this season from Cedric Wilson that was worth the damn, and it was in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I just got interrupted.
We gotta get some of that money back. Interrupted by who?
Yes, by Skynet.
Yeah, this was one of those games that there's a lot of pluses that you can take, but there's a lot of negatives that you could take. You know, the Waddle dropping those 2 passes, especially the one very early in the game. But didn't it look like Waddle got hurt? Like it looked like he was favoring his arm.
His wrist.
Yeah. So I mean,
what was his second drop? What was his second drop? Which was his second drop?
The big one down the sideline.
Yeah.
No,
that wasn't a drop.
That wasn't a drop.
That wasn't a drop. That was charged as a pass breakup to Tre'Davious White. Go watch the play again.
Yeah, it was a pass breakup.
He got his arms across his hands and put his arms down. That was a pass breakup. That was not a drop. If you want to say even the one where he caught it up here and tried to bring it down, and Teron Johnson punched it up while he was bringing it down. So the only drop was the actual one at the beginning from him. And then Tyreek had that drop over the middle. And then Gesicki had the drop on 3rd down or whatever it was.
4th and 6.
So what question for you guys? What
Martin,
veteran?
What's up, fellas?
How you doing, Martin?
What's good, Martin?
How you doing, Martin? How you doing, Martin?
What's up, fellas, man? Hey, big surprise of a game, bro. I did not expect that type of effort. Yeah, I didn't expect that type of effort from our team, especially defensively.
Especially when they jumped out 17-0.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, that defense surprised me. Some of my text messages don't hold up very well.
That's on Boyer. That's on Boyer. Look.
Yo, are we talking about Ryan? Are we talking about chokers or quarterbacks?
Bro.
How did him and Matt Ryan are what 1 and 2 right now? Is that where we're at? So he's top 4. What were you gonna say, Martin?
Yeah.
I was gonna mention that, bro. How did the Chargers lose a 27-7 lead, bro?
Defense.
Tua would never. Tua would never do that, bro.
Tua would never, bro.
Hey, but regardless, I think this game, man. Josh Boyer played so free today as far as his play calling, the risk that he was taking with blitz. I'm just saying, I wish he would have been this way from the jump, bro.
I know.
Because he played conservative the entire season. And it's like, why?
Bro, he does
they know
he's about to get fired.
Yo, he does this a couple weeks ago in Buffalo. We win that game.
Absolutely.
He might save his job.
He might have saved his job. That's why I think why he played like that.
I really hope he didn't save his job today.
No. I'm saying if he had played, if he had called this type of game back then,
right,
he might have. This game today for me doesn't change the fact that we need to make a change on that side of the ball. They need an identity. They need someone. They need a true leader over there, commanding the troops. And the guy's just too soft, in my opinion, to lead this group.
Yes.
That's why you're starting to hear a lot of people trying to get Vic Fangio now because they feel like he would be the one.
I mean,
at least defensive side.
I'm okay. Fuck it. Go get Lovie Smith.
Yeah. Dude,
I'm down with that.
Yeah. Todd.
Well, I got something better for y'all. I got something to piss you off.
We got to see what happens.
If they
with them,
win
right?
tonight, I don't know if he's not getting fired.
Right.
Yeah, but you know,
the Bucks finna put the pause. Right? The Bucks finna put the pause on the Cowboys.
What's his face too?
You think so, ball game?
Yeah. The Cowboys can't beat Brady.
Yeah, and the Cowboys have been playing like crap the last couple weeks.
Especially Dak has been horrible, man.
He's 7-0 against them.
Yeah, he's 7-0.
Yeah, Dak's been brutal.
With them
that Washington game, he threw it right to a defender, popped out of his chest. Next play, threw it right back to the defender. Anyways,
ball game. You know, I take satisfaction.
What's up, Pyro?
I take immense satisfaction seeing Cowboys.
Jim Schwartz is out there too for defensive minds.
Crying and stuff, man. You know I love that. So I'm waiting. If the Bucks can beat the Cowboys, you know I'll take immense satisfaction seeing these Cowboys.
They're healthy. That's the thing, though. Well, they're healthy now. They weren't healthy earlier in the season when they were losing all them games and stuff. But they're healthy now at the right time. They got.
So at what time the game?
8:15. 8:15 tomorrow.
McDaniel said the delay a game on fourth down happened because the Dolphins believed they had a first down and didn't have a fourth down call set. He said crowd noise and other compounding variables led to late clock management issues.
Gotta know
that's no excuse.
Oh my God!
I'm not giving him an excuse for it, but it's
as a head coach
made a rookie mistake.
As a head coach in a hostile environment on the road, you know you're gonna have to deal with those type of things. So you gotta. That's probably the one thing that made Bill Belichick the GOAT, in my opinion, is the fact that Bill does situational. He does situational sessions with every single type of scenario that you can deal with.
Yep.
First and long, second and short, second and medium, third and short, third and long, fourth and long.
But ball game, there's a reason.
Ball game.
There's a reason for that. You know that,
hold on,
right?
I just want to call this out. $50 bomb from Josh Miller says, great job this season. Reason ball game, Richmond, Martin, and the crew. We about to shake up the AFC next year. Two is quietly waiting for his redemption. Rainbow muscle emojis. Best show in the Dolphin community. Appreciate
salute, Josh.
Salute.
Hey, salute.
I don't get the rainbows, but okay.
hey, the ball game.
Yeah.
Hey, the ball game.
Every nation, bro. Why you hate? Are you racist, Pyro?
Yeah, Bill Belichick is so thorough that even in those meetings that you mentioned, the scenarios and situations, he even mentions like I would assume like that Raiders fan that be painting his face black and gold and be like, listen, when you guys score a touchdown on this end zone, on this side of the end zone, make sure you look for that guy, give him the finger, and tell him we've seen you the last couple games. So like he'll go into that type of detail. In Mike McDaniel's case, Regis keeps saying it all the time. Mike McDaniel is an OCD type of head coach, and the more he starts gaining, more experience and more of a actuality of what actually happens on a game by game basis, I think he's going to really start evolving into that type of a coach.
Well,
where
the
he's
reason
prepared
why
for
he
everything.
thinks like that because everything's analytics with him. It's
gonna
not
be
about
fine.
situational football. It's about analytics.
Yeah, I don't have an issue. I don't at any point doubt that Mike's going to turn out to be an amazing coach. I just know for myself and my experience that it's hard as hell. It is very difficult in your first year to be the guy calling plays on the sideline. That shit is extremely difficult. It is hard, bro. There's so much stuff going on the sideline.
Well,
a lot of crap.
You don't think with a rookie head coach and a 7th-round quarterback, you don't think there's going to be communication issues?
All the time, yeah.
Absolutely.
He doesn't know
to
the
be honest,
playbook like Tua. Like, if Tua has communication issues, we've seen him earlier this year where the headset went out and he was calling plays by himself because he knew the playbook so well.
Yeah.
Skylar can't do that, right?
Yeah.
And you saw Skylar. He kept going like this and trying. So when you duck your head and cover your ears, you're trying to hear what the hell they're saying.
but that's also something the equipment managers have to address, because you see it all the time with like Jared Goff. He has tape inside of his helmet that blocks out the external, noise and vibration from the crowd. Yeah, so they need to implement that with Tua and Skylar and whoever else got to play quarterback, just to have them, a step ahead. You know what I mean? So
I gotta address this
small
question.
thing.
So Jeff Fremont, should the Dolphins trade Wilkins for a first-round pick and more?
Hell no.
Under no circumstance.
Trade who?
Listen,
One of our best players.
Let me walk him through this. You waited, and I sat by and listened to people talk all sorts of crap from his rookie season all the way up until this year about him. And we watched this guy completely turn into the player that I said he would turn into. So under no circumstance do you, now that he's in his grown man energy and he is arguably Aaron Donald 2.0, do you no?
Bro, he's
you
going to be a top priority for them to extend this offseason.
Yeah.
So that's not even
Absolutely. He might be number one. He might be number one.
The one thing is,
why not? Hold on a sec. I got some donations I got to get through. Why not us donates $5? He said fix offensive line through free agency and draft, hire Fangio, draft Chase Brown, please. Yo, bro, I like Chase Brown, but it's about Devin A. Chain for me out of Texas A&M, bro. I need that 4.2 speed out of the backfield. Denisha, bold prediction for next season: 2 in the Dolphins bring back the undefeated streak from the grave. Why not us says sign Wilkins.
Jinx.
Period.
The one thing I was
kick your ass out of here, bro. This guy.
I was gonna say I wanted to harken back quickly about possibly doing the trade for Christian Wilkins. And under no circumstances you do that. This is not like the Laramie Tunsil thing where you build up the capital or anything else to try to win yourself something down the line. This team is a win now team. And that guy, Christian Wilkins, is a cornerstone for your defense. That would be a horrific decision to do under that.
He grew into
it. Amen, brother.
So my question for you guys was, do you think Raekwon Davis steps into his body next year?
Well, yeah, so it's all the same though. I don't know how many times I have to
I'm not
explain
giving him. I'm not giving him a 5th year off. I mean, well, he doesn't have one because
he doesn't have one.
Pick. But I'm not. I'm not extending him. That guy's got to play another year because he looked like he regressed this year.
Right. Well, and to be honest, it happens. Right? We don't expect it. We don't want it to happen. We don't anticipate it happening, but unfortunately it happens. And nobody can ever really explain it. Some guys hit the wall. Some guys don't even hit it in their first season. They hit it in their second and their third season. But the fact of the matter is that he's got to go out and
his pass rush has been non-existent since he came to the league. That's been the issue for him.
Yeah.
That's going to be the issue because like John Jenkins comes in and makes plays and Raekwon just doesn't make enough plays. Like he's okay in the interior in the run game, but he doesn't make enough plays in the pass rush. That's what's going to be his downfall because that's something we've asked Christian Wilkins to get better at every year, and he has. while Raekwon hasn't really made any strides towards being better rushing the passer, and that's going to be his eventual downfall, I think, if he doesn't get better.
Did you guys talk about
I have one more comment
6'7",
now that you
right?
said that.
He's 6'7",
Yeah,
right?
he's 6'6", 6'7". But
So,
so is Chris
they only
Jones.
got-
So is Chris Jones, so I don't want to
So-
hear nothing.
Hold on, no.
So
no.
one
So
more,
they got very
one more
similar
thing I want to
traits.
throw. One more thing
Go ahead.
I want to throw on that is I'm super happy that Allen didn't kill us with his damn legs today.
Good
Like,
job
that
by
might
Elijah
be the
Campbell.
first
when they had
time
him
in
spying.
a while.
When
Well-
they had Elijah Campbell spying, he did a damn good job.
Yeah,
man.
and that was the other thing is because they partially
Look at the
did a
Giants
little bit.
running Daniel Jones on the options. Anyways,
Yeah. I was gonna say what really helped out Miami as well was they utilized that spy. They kind of used a little bit of the game from Buffalo back in December, using a spy on Josh Allen, not trying to have him, get those big runs, because there was a moment where there was a big hole, but that thing collapsed immediately. So I mean, yeah, there's a
God, I wish we were in the NFC. That's all I gotta say.
Did you guys talk about
Are you waiting for that realignment?
No, we're never gonna get it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm waiting for this Justin Jefferson touchdown they stole from me is what I'm waiting for. And it's gonna be good. Hey, they're gonna get the more they get down, the more they're gonna pass in the second half. So let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. The Giants looking good right now, man.
Bro,
Saquon, that dude.
Yeah,
Just give me
Minnesota's looking like frauds right about now.
Yeah. And they're off to a hot start. And then they just
Yeah,
that's what they do, though. Every year. That's what they do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the NFC is, like, honestly, we could win a wild card game with Skyler at quarterback in the NFC. Like, it's so weak.
The AFC is literally the top young quarterbacks in the league, period.
And that kid, I'm telling you,
every one of them.
You can be more athletic than Tua and Teddy all you want. But if you don't use it, what good is it? Listen, Skyler's just not ready. So let me preface everything with what I'm going to say with that. He's just not ready to be a starter yet in this league, evident as to what we saw today and we've seen all year. But the indecisiveness from this kid, whether it's his legs or who to throw with, kills drives, man.
Deer in headlights.
Like, woo!
I mean, and we already know what that is, man. It comes with reps. It comes with reps. He didn't.
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say he just didn't have the luxury of being the backup, because normally in these practice scenarios 1, 2, and 3, obviously Tua got the majority of the reps throughout the offseason and all the way through the regular season up until he got seriously injured.
When he missed Reek late in the game, wide open. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think
he's not instinctual yet, eh? Like, even on that play where we ran the double swing out, he ran he ran the wrong side, and he didn't have enough time to flip back to the other side where I think it was wide open with so much
remember.
space.
Yeah.
He chose the wrong side. He's just not there. He can't read the defense yet, so he's not there, right?
But at the very least, the game is kind of slowing down. It's kind of slowing down for him. There were a couple passes that he missed.
Throws where it makes it look like it is throwing down, and then you see plays where it's like, oh, there it is.
Right.
The crazy thing to me is, like, who talking to him and teaching him that when you break the pocket, right, and you roll into the sideline, your eyes supposed to go right back. You're supposed to go back to and read.
That's more on Bevel.
Yo, ball game. You're breaking the pocket. You're getting outside. There's nothing but space in front of you, and you decide to reset your feet when you got the legs, bro.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's crazy because
you wishes he had your legs, bro. This man would be taken off with his pocket presence and elite awareness in the pocket. That man would be killing. That I'm gonna tell you this right now. Skylar Thompson left at least 40 yards rushing on the field today.
Oh, for sure. Like
at least 40 yards rushing on the field today.
But again, I don't know
with his legs.
I don't know if Skylar's being taught this, but
tell him who we like, Martin. Free agent linebackers we like. Tell him who we like. Our boy from Indy.
Bobby Okereke, Indianapolis Colts linebacker, bro. That dude's gonna be serious. Everything that we're paying.
You remember I wanted that boy last year, Aloakun from Atlanta.
Oh yeah, right.
And now he's leading the NFL in freaking tackles this year.
This dude had 184 tackles in the regular season, bro.
And I wanted him.
Come on.
I was like, this man will fix our problems.
Immediately, yeah.
So Bobby Okereke, like he's
the next up.
Yeah, him and Zaire Franklin over there. They got it's not just Darius or Shaquille Leonard.
Yeah.
Franklin and Okereke, they are beasts. And I'm gonna tell you, man has over 100 tackles this year again. Like,
yeah, that's arguably one of the best linebacking cores in the NFL. Not even close.
Listen.
But since they have such a good depth, I think they can live without Bobby, and we can take him.
I agree.
Remove ourselves from Baker's contract, and then just literally plug and play that guy, and he transforms the defense.
And draft Noah Sewell.
I think
or Jack Campbell. Or Jack Campbell from Iowa
will be gone. Well, Jack Campbell will be there. Sorry, Noah will probably be gone.
I like the combination of potentially Bobby Okereke and Jack Campbell because they're both high IQ linebackers. You know what I mean? They're very.
How you say his name? Bobby what?
Why is Bobby?
Why is Martin
stuttering?
We need to get out of this 3-4.
Okereke.
Yeah, it's Okereke.
Hey, Martin.
That's his name, right?
Oh my God.
What's up, right now, man?
Like, why is Martin stuttering so much, man?
Nah, that's his name.
Martin breaking up.
They say Okereke, but the way it's pronounced is Okereke. Yeah,
he's a beast.
Almost like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. OKKK. Like
someone said Drew Sanders. The problem with Drew Sanders, out of Arkansas, is he's more of an edge. He's more of an outside linebacker. Like the guys you want to be looking at for interior, okay? Like Henry Totoatu, well, he'll be gone.
Right.
Trent Simpson will be gone. Noah Sewell will be gone.
Right.
Owen Papo will probably be there from Auburn.
Right.
Jack Campbell will be there. I think those are probably the two best that probably on the board by the time we pick.
Yeah.
There's also that kid. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Like that kid out of Washington. I know you pronounce his first name Edifuin, but I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Oh,
The
yeah.
U. That kid's a beast. It's like Olu Fushio or something like
that.
Yeah.
He's been at Washington forever too.
Yeah,
he's ready. He's ready.
Yeah, he's a beast.
So there's a couple, man.
So
again. Oh, go ahead, Ballgame.
That D Winters out of TCU is decent too.
You got Deion Jones, Devin Bush, Anthony Walker Jr. Tremont
you're looking
Edmonds,
at free agents?
Denzel
It's not Devin Bush is a free agent.
Alex Anzalone.
See, but those like Edmund, those guys are gonna break the bank. Okereke is a guy you could slip under the radar that gives you the same kind of production. You know what I mean?
I honestly, I might overpay for Okereke, man, just because he provides so much in not only run coverage but everything that we wish Jerome Baker can do, like tackles behind the line of scrimmage, shooting the gap.
Yeah.
Okereke actually does that.
Yeah.
You feel me? And again, all that we're paying Jerome Baker not to do, what I'm saying is you can literally flip that, give it to Okereke, and then you actually have that production that you were seeking out, that you paid for. You'll have it right there. So even if we have to overpay, man, if we get Christian Wilkins back on, with the extension, you get an Okereke, and this might not be popular, but once we move on from Byron Jones, I'm looking at Sean Murphy Bunting from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as a potential replacement, bro. Because he is quietly one of the best covermen in the league. When you really look at his film, that dude can cover, man. He can cover, and he can do what you need to be done as far as this Josh Boyer defense. And I think Josh Boyer, he might get a second chance too, just based off of his performance. I'm just saying. Bro.
Martin, I hope you're wrong.
You've had 2 straight years of defensive regression. That's not gonna happen. And if they do, then they gonna have to. Unless they're gonna unless they bring in somebody in to help him fix it and shore it up. Otherwise,
there's some good corners in this class too, man. Damn.
Yeah, a couple.
So what about X? I know we can't.
Imagine if Devin Witherspoon from Illinois can fall.
He's not 100% healthy. What?
You got Christian Gonzalez from Oregon. He's a stud too.
He did what he had to do. You know what I mean? But he's a shell of himself at this point because the strength of what X does is the freelance stuff. And without having someone on the opposite side to take that number 1 receiver, he unfortunately is a victim of the injuries that he's sustained over the years. And you can see it. It's robbed him of his speed. It's robbed him of his lateral movement and his.
So he's done. He's done is what you're saying.
No, I wouldn't say he's done because you can still you can keep a guy like look, you can keep a guy like him around Because you can't just jettison the entire group without having some veteran back there.
But at the price,
well, you gonna have to, you got to renegotiate the price. But at the end of the day,
that's what I want to get
everyone's
opinion about that, because X supposed to be the man, and we understand he had injuries, and he played good sometimes. He's very inconsistent this year. We know why, right? The injuries.
He looked horrible to me this year.
Yeah, but sometimes he come back, have some good plays. He had fall through
breaking up
for the year. Like he just better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, better
he had
now.
the pick today, but he had a couple fall through his hands throughout the year.
True.
And I just haven't been convinced that he's worth
the
a
same
$50
guy.
million tag.
I think I see what you see.
Though.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing though. Like, who is though? Like, as you mature and move and age in this league, ain't nobody still playing the same way they did 3-4 years ago when they were at their peak. So you're gonna see.
I don't.
But we're paying him.
I don't disagree, but
the unfortunate thing for us is that he just plays at the problem is he plays at a position that is so profound and on the outside. So if he does make a mistake, you're going to see it right away because of the fact that he's out there lining up against the league's best.
Can I just say this?
And 30 years
hold on
of
a
age.
sec. Hold on a sec. This guy, 2 is not the answer. We have such a stacked roster around him, and he still doesn't play great. Are you dumb?
They're not.
Are you stupid?
Absolutely.
We had the number 2 passing attack in the NFL when he got hurt. Literally, the number 2 passing attack when he went down against Green Bay. We had the number 9 scoring offense. What are you? We had the number 5 total offense with the 27th rushing attack. What are you talking about? He was in the MVP conversation. Are you dumb? Are you slow?
No. Reason. That's a Tua denier. That's a Tua denier. Don't give it.
Learn ball. Learn ball. Jeez,
dude.
Lord.
At this point, no. Hold on. Reason. This is one of those moments where don't give him any fame. Don't give him any credibility. Anything.
This guy's name is Yo Trash. His name's Yo Trash Boy. Well, your takes are trash too, boy. Jesus Lord. I'm just, you know what, dumb people, I'm allergic to dumb people. So you get benched. You could play right end guard, right? What's that? You could be right at the end of the bench and guard the Gatorade. There you go.
He's
You're
a glue
benched.
sniffer, bro. He sniffs glue.
Yeah, he's just one that.
I don't know if there's a glue strong enough in the world for that kind of take.
Wow.
Hey, I think maybe
sniffing something and it ain't the good shit. That's
he's in the wrong channel. Let's put it that way.
Well, to try to debunk that, right? If you really look at what we said Tua needs to show us this season.
He checked.
He checked every single
box except the availability box.
Yes.
The only thing that throws me off is injuries.
Tua Tagovailoa was the only one in the MVP running with Mahomes for multiple weeks. What are we talking about right now?
Literally,
but he beat Detroit. Oh, you mean that same Detroit team that beat the Packers and knocked them out of the playoffs? He beat the Bears. You mean the same Bears when we went in that had the number 5 pass defense in the NFL and he lit them up? Is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean remember the 3-game stretch where he did something that hadn't been done since Warner had done?
135 passer rating, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, back to back.
Go in it.
Marino couldn't do that.
Yeah,
and Marino's the greatest passer of the football I've ever seen, next to Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, and Tua did things he couldn't do. And even if it was against bad teams, which it wasn't, I just disproved. Guess what? Here's the thing. Are you telling me in all the years Marino played, he never had a stretch of 2, 3, 4 bad teams that he played? So then why did he never do it? And it's Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Y'all need to go look up the 40 times of Mark Duper and Clayton and come get back to me because the guy had the Marx brothers. Next argument, next goalpost.
Next goalpost. Hey, look.
Yeah.
But look. All we wanted to see from Tua, and we said it collectively, we wanted to see top 12 play. We wanted to see top 12 play out of Tua.
And the guy gave us
top 5. We saw top 5. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry. And guess what? As much as y'all are going to spend your little offseason talking about it, the production and the leap was too great for us to ignore. They're not going to give him the 5th-year option. They're not going to extend him, but they're going to say, hey, and here's the other thing. It wasn't like we were dealing with stupid limb injuries or non-contact injuries. We were dealing with head stuff that affects everyone, no matter if you've been injured or before. So they're sitting there and saying, well, we got away from the tic-tacky injuries. Now, if he can just keep his head clear, we're good to go. And that's where it's going to be. They're going to say, hey, if this guy gives us production over a 16, 17 game season of what we saw,
get a better helmet.
We're going to win the division.
Yeah. Better helmet, read better so the ball can come out quicker and learn how to fall. He'll be perfectly fine.
And they're going to bring in a contingency plan that's good enough
Mm-hmm.
to win games, and that's going to threaten Tua, where Tua's going to come out of camp knowing I can't afford to miss games because this guy can take my job.
Okay, that's fair too.
No more Teddy Bridgewaters.
They need like a quality. They need a quality quarterback.
I want Baker, and Martin wants Jimmy G. Start the debate.
I was gonna say, or you can even, even Matt Ryan, or even Matt Ryan, or even Matt Ryan.
I think it's too washed. I think it's too washed.
But
I don't know. Long as it ain't Bridgewater, I don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah, so I would say,
I think Matt Ryan would be decent too, brother.
And everyone else, I've seen Topher suggest this. Topher's the first one. He said he wants Taylor, and now I see Regil saying it. The Taylor Henneke.
That would be a good second quarterback.
Is no one intrigued by Baker's traits in this offense? After what he did off like in McVay's offense after being there for like 3 days?
Be much better here.
Yeah.
Now I know, like Martin doesn't like his attitude, and that's the thing that he doesn't like. But you
For
think Jimmy G ain't coming in here banging porn stars and thinking that he's gonna take his job?
Oh,
Come on,
man.
We got you there, Martin.
Hey man,
And I'm down for Gardner.
Jimmy.
I'd be down for Gardner too. I'd be down for Gardner.
I rarely see Jimmy's business in the street.
Jimmy G on the Pornhub payroll.
You never see what?
I rarely see Jimmy G's
and how do I know he
bangs
bangs porn stars, brother?
I mean, he went out with one. TMZ caught him. You know what I mean?
That one that you've seen, brother.
He got the Brazzers hook up.
The guy's the Italian stallion. He's an animal.
Oh Lord, bro.
Oh my goodness.
But look. Bottom line is, man, this team played so well today, considering everybody across the league unanimously said. Yeah, I think.
Oh, did you see what RG3 said? If Tua can stay healthy, this team is like scary.
It's obvious with anyone with a brain cell.
Come on, hit Justin Jefferson. I need a touchdown. Son of a.
Sorry, Martin.
No. But if Tua stays healthy, and not only that, the rest of the team that was injured this year, Trill Williams. Brandon Williams, Brandon Jones, Nick Needham,
our whole
once guys actually come back,
in the secondary.
Once these guys come back and we start adding more pieces via free, our team is going to be a hot spot for free agents to really be like, okay, we're seeing what's going on. We see how they compete against what we are going to assume to be the potential Super Bowl champion. Once people start seeing that and they start respecting that a little bit more, that's when they're going to start coming out and saying, you know what, I'm going to Miami. I want to see what's going to happen. So
I disagree about the
Miami.
I think about the Bills. Yeah, but who knows, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of opportunities, especially for Miami, because they're on an upward trajectory, guys. I mean, absolutely. I think we all are agreeing with that, and I don't give a damn about being so positive about because of what happened last week. I mean, go back into that cave, by the way. But at the end of the day,
Iroh's not allowed to come out of this hole ever. Like that is his permanent home. When he comes out, bad things happen.
Yeah,
there's truth to that.
We're building an outhouse right over top of it.
All right.
Toilet paper.
So,
yeah.
Pyro, we will put cement shoes on your ass to keep you in there.
Oh no.
Just build the outhouse on the toilet right over the hole. There you go.
Yeah. But I'll say this, man. I mean, because I'm probably going to get on out of here. But at the end of the day, it was a heartbreaking loss. But there's nothing to be ashamed of. It was a hell of a season for Miami, and like you guys have been saying all day, you know, the expectations. Yes, we wanted to be in the playoffs. We wanted to make a deep run. It didn't turn out. So yeah, in a way, it was a 50-50. It was a little bit of a failure but there's a lot of positives going into the offseason. So it's just there's a lot of players that we're hoping to see, or guys that we probably don't want to see in Miami for the upcoming year. But I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Quarterback situation. Tua's the guy, no doubt. I noticed this is going to be the rumblings about the concussions and can he stay healthy? Yeah, we can jump that during the offseason, down the line. We'll kick that can when we need to kick the can on that. I would like to see maybe one more receiver, some O-line help. Definitely defensively, corners, safeties. We need a little bit of help there. But like I said, we got a win now team. It's just once we put all the pieces together, I think we're gonna be a dangerous team. I had a Buffalo Bill fan talking to me after the game, saying congratulations to Miami and everything else. And he even said it. He's like, he's a Bills fan, and he's already saying, you guys got a bright future, and I'm a little nervous about our team facing off with you. And this is from a legit Bills fan.
Yeah. Bills fans do the same thing.
They see it. They see it.
And they see it. They see it. Just like the rest of everybody. I'm getting a lot of praise for the Dolphins for showing up, fighting, not giving up. So the thing is this. We earned the respect of the NFL. But the thing is next season, we don't want your freaking respect. We want the Lombardi. We want the ring. We're going to win everything next year. Division, #1, Super Bowl. That's the expectation that the Dolphin fans have. And like we were saying, we've been waiting 20-something years for the playoff wins and everything else. Be patient, guys. We're going to get it. You just got to be patient.
I love the energy, my brother.
But that's the thing. We're like, right now, down in the dumps. But, hey, we had a great year. We had a great season. But the thing is, once we get through everything, and once the smoke clears and the dust settles, because I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, oh, we got to get rid of Tua, or oh, we got to get rid of X, or we got to get rid of this guy or that guy. Let's see what they do. Let's cool down for a little bit because right now the emotions are raw. The emotions are raw because everybody's just because of what happened today. I mean, yes,
like you said, you got to let the dust settle, man. Once the dust settles, you'll figure out exactly what to do and how to do it.
And because that was the one, because going into this game, everybody was saying, oh, they're going to get blown out by like 3 or 4 touchdowns. And it looked like it was 17 down, but coming back, tying the game at halftime. Then a couple of calls went against us. All right, fine. I mean, it is what it is. But they never gave up, and we only lose by 3, 4.
My greatest interest was not the outcome of the game, but how we played and how Mike McDaniel coached, right? And per what we just seen transpire, I think it's safe to say that we have one of the better teams in the NFL. The only thing now is to collectively come back, retool, and everybody has an extra year under the same offense, right? Because people forget this is the first year of this offense, and you had receivers combined for over 3,000 yards receiving, right? You have to realize once Tua comes back, because he will. He's a warrior. He's going to come back. He's going to fight it.
Oh, yeah.
Once Tua comes back and he has a full grasp of an offense for the first time in his life,
expand the playbook.
After high school. This is going to be interesting to see how well he's going to execute this, because again, most of his injuries from concussion,
35% of
it. In ball game, peep this though, most of his injuries via the concussion came from either extending the play, like because he doesn't know where to go with the football, or he just doesn't know how to fall gracefully, fall with intention of bracing himself, right?
Some judo.
That's what's gonna happen this offseason. Everything is gonna be about intensifying the playbook, making it concretize, and then by the time he gets to a certain point, he has to learn how to just fall, man. He has to learn that there's not only the contingency of throwing the football away, but the contingency of bracing yourself for impact, because now it's not about the ankle or the knee or the hip or the ribs. It's about his head now, and he needs to take that very seriously, and so
Just
we can
enroll
have
in some jujitsu classes and he'll be fine.
so somebody can flip him on their shoulder, put him on the
I'm
mat.
just saying though, like
Yeah.
you learn. The first thing about football that we taught our kids was that 1, you can't tense up. 2, you have to at all times expect the unexpected, and that's hard. That's hard for people to fathom at times, but in reality, right? It's just like being in a car. If you're in a vehicle, and most people, when people get hurt, they get hurt because they tense up, right? That's why you can see drunk drivers walk away from accidents that the car is completely freaking mangled around them because
they're dead fish.
They're loose. They're dead fish. Yeah, and that's what he has to do. That's what he has to learn how to do in those instances when he's getting hit. He just gotta go limp.
Hey, ball game.
Just go hang out the skate. Just go hang out the skate park for a couple hours.
Yeah, there you go.
Holla at Tony Hawk real quick.
You guys are saying he got to be like a rat though.
Nah, not even, man.
You have to relax your body. You have to relax your body.
He has to learn how to be comfortable with catching himself. You know what I mean? Bracing himself.
He gotta be comfortable with
he has
throwing
no
the ball
concept
away.
of that.
I agree with
Like
that.
Tom
He's starting to get, but Bargain, he's starting to get good with
around him. He just
look.
He's made improvements.
Listen, when you're in the pocket with no possible route for escape, just get down. Just get down.
Right.
Just
like Peyton Manning. Yeah, like a fetal position.
Peyton Manning.
Nah, like Tom Brady.
Tom Brady will go down with the quickness. He don't have no problem with that.
Yeah.
I'll see you on the next down. I'm gonna save myself. You're not gonna be because when you fighting, when a quarterback is up there fighting and somebody's hanging on to his shoe and he ain't got no way to get away from him, at that point, then all the darn defensive players are thinking to themselves, well, tee off. Because that's what I used to tell my kids. If the kid want to fight, instead of going down, make him pay for it.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
And that somebody has to teach Tua out of that too, man, because he does have that Superman complex a little bit. Not only to extend plays, but to also assume that he's more athletic than what he used to be. Because in Hawaii, he was by far the most athletic kid on the field. When he gets to Alabama, his athleticism was fringe based off of the better talent around him. But now that he's in the NFL, he hasn't necessarily grown as far as his overall athleticism. He's actually regressed in athleticism based off of injuries that he's sustained. So now he has to really take. He has to be that pocket guy now, man. He has to learn how to play that position.
Well, how about
and it's going to have to happen.
And it's okay to take a sack, because if you take the sack, you still got other downs. You just play for the next one. Make the next one your best one. But it doesn't do you any good if you stand up there trying to extend a play and then they knock your ass out the game. Then you screwed everybody. All the other 10 people on the field with you just got screwed because you was being selfish.
Right.
Just go down.
It's a matter of just figuring it out, man.
Got to get out of his own way, man.
Because like I just said, ball game. This is going to be the first off season where he's going to have the exact same playbook to figure this thing out. And once he has a full grasp,
the same staff for only the second time since
same staff. Like this is
with Nick Hicks.
Can you imagine
another off? Right.
I'm sure Nick Hicks had an overall plan for 2 or 3 years, and now he can go in year 2 with it.
Yeah, it's going to be Rhino. It's going to be interesting to see, because remember, we said, and I reiterate this, we just wanted to see top 12 play out of Tua this year.
Yeah.
Since we've seen 5. What the ceiling is,
top 3.
If Tua can hit that top 7 mark, you know what I mean?
Consistently.
Consistently. And I'm talking like every single game, we're seeing 110 passer rating because he's just dicing up the defense like an old school Drew Brees. If you get to that level, if you're Tua, and you get it, like we said, we address the offensive line. We sign certain players.
Availability, Martin. That if he was healthy, he would have done that. It's the availability.
I think so. Yeah. But again, now he has to attack that portion of the offseason, man. He has to figure out how to keep himself healthy, because he realizes since his rookie year, every time Tua plays, there's a high likelihood that we're going to win that game. That's just the way it is. Not saying that he's just super special because we can clearly see that Tua still has room to grow, but we've at least seen enough to say, you know what? Every time he's in, we have a chance, and he knows that, and we know that.
When he's healthy, we have the best chance to win.
Absolutely, and that has to be on his mind the entire offseason to make sure that he's available for his teammates, bro, because Tyreek, Waddle, maybe not Gesicki because Gesicki really likes every other quarterback.
He's gone.
Tua just doesn't throw the ball to Gesicki.
They talked to Gesicki after the game. He's gone, bro.
Yeah.
What they say?
Well, they asked him about his future here, and he just basically said, "I don't know. We'll see."
Yeah.
He's gone,
Right,
bro.
yeah,
We can't afford him. So
not even that we can't afford him. I don't think he's going to accept any offer that we give him.
Well, we literally can't afford him. We're $20 million in the hole to start this out right now. We got if we restructure and create all this cap and we get up to $65 million. Are you really going to dedicate $10 million to that to a guy you don't?
He didn't give us anything this year.
We didn't use him. Yeah, we didn't use him really
for whatever reason.
Well, because there's better targets, right? That's the
that
problem.
too. Right.
Sherfield is more reliable than him, et cetera, et cetera. So
not a true tight end, man. So
let's go through some final thoughts here before I get out of here. Rhino, final thoughts of the final fifth quarter post game show of the season. Go ahead, bud.
I'm oddly excited, like many of you. It's been 20-something years since a win. It's been 6 years since a playoff spot. I don't feel like I did in 2016 like I feel now. I feel that was a dead end. I don't feel like we're in a dead end. I'm really excited about the offseason for Tua, for Skylar even, to improve. This is really a lot of positives for him in his NFL career, and we can build off of that. But to me, the future of the team is pointing up, and I'm really excited for the offseason. And all you people talking about Tua leaving and stuff, just no one wants to hear that shit, man. Stop it. Just go in your hole, leave us alone, let us enjoy it. That's all I gotta say.
Ball game, your final thoughts.
I think overall, man, from where we started to where we are right now, it's par for the course for me. It's bittersweet, but at the same time, I see progress in areas that I assume we'd have progress in, and I'm okay with where we are overall. I anticipated some rookie woes and issues with the brand new coach being a first time play caller, and he just got to get better in those, in those areas. A lot of things are pointing upwards for this team, and I think overall that when you really strip back the layers of where we are right now, this is a good football team. They just are a young group that unfortunately sustained some injuries, some key injuries in places that we just weren't fully able to mask the proper way. And an off season of going out and providing some quality depth, and these guys get more familiarity with Mike's playbook, and getting a DC in here that really understands that defenses dictate the tempo to other offenses. Not you don't just bend but don't break don't work anymore. That's not gonna work in today's NFL. So you got to either be dictating the tempo or across the board you're just gonna be taking L's. We need somebody that's got an attitude about them that's going to be able to lead this young group into the future. And I think the future is bright. So, fins up.
Martin, your final thoughts.
Yeah, man. This is bittersweet. We fought, we clawed. This game was a lot closer than everybody expected. But this is a culmination of the season that we had, man. A lot of highs, a lot of lows, a lot of streaks, winning and losing, but at the same time, we can clearly see that this team's trajectory is exactly where it needs to be. And just like everyone else, man, I'm excited for what the future holds, man. This team clearly has what it takes to win a Super Bowl, but just like every other team in the NFL, only one team is going to hoist that Lombardi trophy every year. And 31 other teams are going to, be, next man up, basically. So in that case, I like the step that we've taken this year. And again, we know we can clearly see what we need to address. For all those who assume Tua is not, the answer, or we need to address the quarterback because of Tua. All I can say is just stop it. because Tua's going to be here in 2023, and just stop rooting against your team. Root for your team, root for Tua, root for the success, because I'm telling you right now, once Tua understands what it means to be successful consistently, and this fan base understands why it's important to be that successful. I'm telling y'all right now, man, it's gonna be a avalanche. We're gonna be this way for the next 5 years. Once we tip the scale come next year. So just brace yourself, man. That 3-year window might have expanded for another 3 years if we do the right things moving forward. So, big time matchup as far as this game, but there's a lot to work on in the offseason, man. Shout out to Mike McDaniel, man. Great first year.
Hell yeah.
Lucky Luciano says offense doesn't fit Skylar Thompson. He lacks timing and rhythm.
That's big.
Pyro, your final thoughts.
What can I say, man?
Hopefully not much.
These floors, Lord, apologists, these tools haters stay taking L's, man. This year has been fantastic. You can't get any better than that, man. Because right now, this team would not have played the way they played if Flores was still the coach. They have done something. The adversity this team has went through this season was phenomenal, man. Just they have overcome a lot. And the fact for them to give the Bills, who's been, like Ballgame has mentioned multiple times, has been the monkey on our backs for so long, and for us to give them a run for the money after all this shit that is thrown at us is just phenomenal. That's
True.
You can't. It's nothing better to ask for right now. Ends up.
Kingsy 305. Your final thoughts.
This is a very encouraging game. I was very excited about the season. Now the media can no longer just dismiss us as just another team. We're actually now a true contender, especially if Tua stays healthy. Now the Bills got to take us seriously from now on. And with Mike McDaniel, hopefully he gets he fixes his situational calling and time management. Hopefully with hiring a new OC or making Darrell Bell the OC if he still stays. Boyer needs to go, and hopefully we get a competent DC. Fins up.
What did I see here? I saw something here. Oh yeah. Enjoy The Last of Us tonight, guys. For all of you gaming fans, because I know I'll be watching that tonight. Don't be a hater, Rhino.
No, Ryan's right.
I'm talking about it backstage.
I didn't ask your opinion, Pyro.
I know.
I'd put a gun on my mouth and pull the trigger before I asked your opinion on a video game show, Pyro.
Okay, all right. Been burnt before, though. All right. I keep warning you.
You warn nothing. You're pessimistic about everything that comes out.
No, I'm not. Okay, real quick, we'll talk about it backstage.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
See, thank you, Rhino. Thank you.
Rhino, really, Rhino.
Bro.
Really?
Yeah, man.
All right, Rhino.
Yeah.
All right, backstage.
Yeah. When you live in a hole, you start to become one.
All right. I'll address this backstage.
Anyways, we're gonna kick Pyro out of the panel. I'm gonna go backstage so we don't have to listen to him.
What?
And I appreciate all of you for coming out. This is the final 5th quarter post-game show. Pray for my parlay.
Salute, brother.
Please, let's get this Justin.
Hey, Reason, your parlay has been hitting, bro. Like I was looking at these last games. I was like, bro, you made hella good decisions on these ones, bro. When I got that Dawson Knox touchdown, I was like, oh baby. But Justin Jefferson scored that touchdown early and then took it away because his shit was down right before he crossed the line. But Reason, you already know what's gonna happen in the second half, man.
Yeah, but have you seen they were just highlighting how they're bracketing him with the safety?
He'll
wherever he goes. I need that.
He'll touch the paint. He'll touch the paint.
What? And then I got T. Higgins tonight.
What's the score of that game right now?
Tomorrow.
17-14.
New York. Oh, okay. And New York's getting the ball. And then I got
I took the Giants
T.
to
Higgins
win
tonight
anyway.
and Tony Pollard tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, I need that.
Those are all guarantees. Those are all guarantees, man.
I don't know. T. Higgins got me worried, but I think Tony Pollard will get in.
I think T. Higgins might touch the paint too, man. My bad. We extended it. My bad.
Love you, Dolphin fans. Enjoy the off season. Enjoy the off season.
Yeah. It's gonna be a real fun one having to listen to the nonsense.
Oh man, it's gonna be fun, bro.
Just tune it out. I'm gonna tune it all out, man. No time for
I mean, that's easy when you don't have a platform to tune it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't worry. He won't be able to tune it out on Wednesday nights. Don't worry.
That's what I'm saying. Wait till Wednesday.
Man.
Yeah, we're no longer just protected by the radio, my friend.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
shout out to Joseph for the $4 donation. He says fins up, fins all the way up. Listen, I wanted us to be competitive. We got that. You know, for everyone saying, "Oh, if this would have went that way," sure. A lot of we lost as a team today. All right, Skyler, he's not ready to be a starter. McDaniel, poor clock management. Bad drops from the receiving core, which has been a trend since the losing streak in Tua was here. And then bad penalties on the offensive line. And the scary thing is it's the same culprits. You know what I mean? You want to start blaming. When are you going to stop blaming the coaches for discipline and start blaming the players for making the same mistakes over and over again?
Right.
At some point, you got to hold the players accountable when they're making the same exact choice. Because you know what that's showing me? You think they're not taking them to the side and trying to coach it out of them?
Yeah.
But that's just showing me it ain't working.
It ain't registering.
Like, sometimes, when are you going to start blaming the players? Is all I'm going to say, too. So, listen, it didn't go our way, but there's a ton to look forward to in the offseason and for next season. If this is the building block, hey, he did something that hasn't been done since 2016. He gave us hope in the playoff game and then in the playoffs. And then he gave us hope in a playoff game when we had a 7th rounder who had no business starting this game. So listen, at the end of the day, if Tua's playing, I think we win this by double digits. Take that however you want it. I'm not going to be mad at Skyler. He did a lot of stuff that wasn't good. He made a lot of good throws, but he made a lot of stuff that hurt us and held us back and contributed us to not winning. But at the end of the day, that's because the kid's just not ready to be a starter in the NFL.
Still young.
So that's not on him. That's just the stage of the development process he's in right now. So I keep that same energy for quarterbacks. Doesn't matter what the last name is on the back of the jersey. So listen, I will see all of y'all tomorrow night. We'll recap this. I'm sure there'll be a lot of news coming out of today, too. We'll start getting some news about injuries we didn't know about. We might learn the extent of maybe some of the Tua stuff. There's going to be some stuff coming out. So I'll be live tomorrow night, and then me and Martin will be live on Tuesday for the last Tuesday film breakdown of the season, and then Wednesday, the finish line. And then it is new content from there on out. So, guys, I will see y'all tomorrow night. Until then, everyone stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed. Enjoy playoff Sunday and look forward to the future. Appreciate y'all. Fins up.
Fins up.
Peace.